Hey, the weekend is nearly upon us, which makes it time for Super Start Select, the giant stone club that deals the death blow to your working week.
Whee! Ooh, breezy.
And we'll be putting this week out of its misery with
News, in which Minecraft goes official, Mass Effect 3 gets a robotic space hound, and Assassin's Creed 3 is maybe, possibly, not unfeasibly, but in no way confirmed to be set in old-timey Egypt.
a little how-to guide for everyone's favourite dragon-slaying simulator, Skyrim, wherein we show you how to become a ferocious shape-shifting creature of myth in just several easy steps.
A peek at our 5 favourite PC mods in Grand Theft Dragon Soul, and some of them aren't even nude mods.
Feedback, where we say the words what you write and mispronounce your usernames, probably.
And more, but not much more because we're busy people, we've got work to do.
Let's start with the news that Minecraft has shed its long-running beta tag. Today's the day the blocky build-em-up is properly out, for real, at last, with its official launch coinciding with Minecon 2011, the Minecraft convention in Las Vegas. What does it mean for the 4 million players who already bought the game in beta phase that nearly lasted a year? Well, it won't say beta in the corner anymore, as we see here. Basically, the game's no longer formally in a testing stage. It's done, it's ready, and look for reviews of the official finished game in the near future. With the official launch, the price also undergoes a minor hike. The 25% early bird discount is over, but for under £20, frankly, it's still amazing value. The Minecraft convention, with which the launch coincides, is a much bigger affair than the modest fan gathering that was last year's inaugural Minecon, with speeches and exhibits for the mine-loving masses. Attendees also get given a special Minecraft cloak and a code for an alpha version of Scrolls, the upcoming game by Minecraft maker Mojang. You remember the one that stirred up the legal trouble for having a game name that sounded a little bit like those other games? Since the courts found in favour of Mojang, setting a legal precedent, we assume all Scroll-related game names are now up for grabs and hereby copyright, to the full extent of the law, Scroller Coaster Tycoon, Scroll of Duty, Scrollando, Rock and Scroll Racing.
Next up, American retailer and popular GameSpot typo GameStop has put up a product listing for the collector's edition of Mass Effect 3, BioWare's pan-galactic action RPG. So now we know the full and final composition of the set. The tin case collector's edition, $80 in the States and £70 in the UK, gets you bonus squad appearances from returning characters Ashley Williams, Liara Sony and Kaidan Alenko, and also newbie James Vega. What's more, the set includes a classified bonus character and mission, which sounds like the same deal as some of the Mass Effect 2 DLC, and hold the phone, a robotic dog companion for the Normandy, this guy. The trailer also tells us you'll get stuff like exclusive weapons and an N7 hoodie for Commander Shepard, plus actual physical goodies including a lithographic print of the Normandy, a fabric N7 patch, and an exclusive Mass Effect Invasion comic.
Last on the agenda is that most fertile ground for rumour and speculation, the next setting for the next Assassin's Creed game. Let's call it Assassin's Creed 3, that we've already been told is coming in 2012. Partly because in the game world's fiction, the world is scheduled to come to an end in the year 2012, and partly, we guess, because Ubisoft likes to make money. Anyhow, we're not adverse to theorising about and betting on where and when the next game will be set. And the latest, possible, maybe completely unconfirmed word is that the follow-up to Assassin's Creed Revelations will take us to oldie-worldy Egypt. In its rumours section, PSM3 magazine, as reported by CBG, says players might find themselves in Pyramid Country for at least parts of the game. By way of supporting evidence, albeit equally circumstantial, is the next sentence but one. If you haven't finished Revelations and are avoiding spoilers, cover your ears now. At the end of Revelations, Altez's son Darim references Alexandria, the ancient capital of Egypt, noting he's taken some of the Assassin's books over there. Further to that mega spoiler, there was also the concept art we saw last summer showing an assassin in front of the Great Pyramids, though at the time Assassin's Creed publisher Ubisoft said the art had nothing to do with the specific upcoming game. So make of that what you will, and let us know in the comments, will our next stabby protagonist be clambering up Egyptian obelisks? If you've been playing Skyrim and worrying you're just not hairy or canine enough, suffer no longer. We've got the silver bullet for your woes. It's a how-to guide from Cameron, that great beast of a man, and it should keep you ahead of the pack.
So if you're hungry like the wolf to play a new and secret race, you'll be liking this next feature. But if you'd rather discover how to do these things for yourself, then skip the next 5 minutes. We don't want you baying for blood over spoilers.
In the run-up to the release of The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, loyal followers of the series hounded developers to include a whole load of fan-favourite features in the final game. Now that the release date has been and gone, we can see that while Bethesda didn't oblige on some of the more notable requests, such as spears, horseback combat, and horse armour, they did make good on something which fans have been blood-lusting for. No, werewolves! And not only are they in the game, but you can be one. How do I do this? We hear you howl at the moon. Well, fear not, GameSpot is here to aid you in your shapeshift from the supple human/orc/whatever flesh of your current character to the bristling fur of a man-beast. Wonderful.
I submit.
The ability to change into a werewolf, known as lycanthropy, is called a disease by some and a blessing by others. Either way, if you want it, you gotta get yourself in there with a group of swords for hire known as the Companions. You can often find their members out and about in the wilderness, exploring, hunting, or dabbling in a touch of giant slaying. In order to join the ranks, you need to head to Whiterun and have a chat with the Harbinger of the Companions, a grey-bearded chap by the name of Kodlak.
Would you now?
He will then advise you that to join the group and gain the respect of your peers, you need to start by beating someone up. Nice life lesson, Bethesda.
Pretty good arm you have there. Not bad.
Following your brief spar, the Companions will begin to accept you, offering you a place to rest your head at night and an affectionate nickname.
This is the whelp that Bilkis mentioned.
Next, go forth and complete one of a number of possible missions provided by the group members, and soon enough it'll be time for your test. You are tasked with the collection of a fragment of Wuthrad, part of an ancient battle axe very dear to the group. While on said mission, you accidentally get yourself locked in a cage. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Unfortunately, poor old Farkas becomes surrounded by a group called the Silver Sword, intent on murderifying him. A lot.
Killing you will make for an excellent story.
Luckily for you, and for Farkas, he has an ace up his sleeve, by which I mean he can transform into a colossal werewolf. Now who's being murderified? On returning to the rest of your companion buddies with Wuthrad's segment in hand, they welcome you with open arms and even go as far to make you part of their inner circle. They also say lots of nice things about you.
And would you raise a mug in his name?
I would lead the song of triumph as our mead hall reveled in his stories.
Oh.
I would stand at his back, that the world might never overtake us.
Whoa, steady on there. Shortly after, companion member Skewer will then ask you to meet him at the entrance to the Underforge at nighttime, the not-so-secret door located under the Skyforge. Proceed inside and let the blood-drinking ritual commence. Congratulations, you're now a werewolf, but just before you go, consider the old adage. A werewolf in combat is like driving a souped-up sports car. If handled correctly, it can be incredibly powerful and make you feel more awesome than Jesus. If, on the other hand, you don't know what you're doing, then the whole experience can very swiftly result in a gruesome death. Yours. Also, they're both noisy. So here's a few hints and tips to successful werewolfery. Being successful in combat as a werewolf is as much about not getting hit as it is about dealing damage. So be sure to roar regularly to strike fear into the heart of your foes. Once on the run, they're a lot easier to deal with and less likely to pepper you with arrows. Holding down either attack button will result in a swing powerful enough to knock a man to the ground, where they are now super vulnerable. Be sure to keep an eye on that green bar, however, as performing these attacks drains your stamina, potentially leaving you unable to sprint in a time of need. Finally, don't forget to feed on those you kill. This both adds to your health bar and prolongs the amount of time you can remain in beast form. So, bon appetit! So that's your guide to lycanthropy in Skyrim. Give it a go and let us know how you get on in the comments section below.
Alright Alright, good, so you've joined Team Jacob. What's next for you in Skyrim?
If you're playing Grand Theft Dragon Soul on the PC, you might fancy lording it over the console crowd with a fan-made PC mod or two, maybe to make it look prettier or to remove all occurrences of your greatest fear.
Mine is fear itself, so PC modders can't help me. But if you're adverse to giant, venomous, creepy crawlies, check this out. Also octopus, they're messed up.
One advantage to playing the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim on PC is that if you have a powerful enough rig, the game looks pretty amazing. Another great reason, of course, is modding. There was a massive modding community around Oblivion, creating new cities, quest lines, spells, weapons, and much more. Many of those coders and artists have already started creating mods for Skyrim, and so we thought it was worth checking out what they're up to. There's a few sites holding databases of Skyrim mods, but SkyrimNexus.com seems to be way ahead of the pack. Not only do they hold a wide array of mods across a broad range of categories, but they've also created an application that interacts with the website to help you install and uninstall mods automatically. You'll have to register to get access to some of these features, but it's quick and easy. Once you've installed a Nexus Manager, downloading and installing a mod is as easy as one button click. As for the mods themselves, it's pretty slim pickings at the moment. Most are high-resolution texture packs or graphical tweaks, such as the enhanced blood textures, glowing Ore 3000, and Skyrim Sun Glare mods. There are some mod ones as well, including the display time on loading screen mod, and if you like your game worlds depraved, then the community has your back. Nexus has a popular adult-only section full of alternative wear and about a dozen naked lady mods. It's early days and I did have trouble getting some of the mods to function, but most worked a treat, such as the Sunrays mod, enhanced Night Sky mod, and the high-resolution blood. The naked woman one works too, and it is as creepy as you imagine, especially as old lady women all have young lady bodies. Compatibility issues and bugs are to be expected this early on, but if you want to augment your Skyrim experience or just want to see a bunch of naked chicks, you should really check out the mods. But what mods would you like to see in Skyrim? Giant heads? Killable children? Rideable cows? Horse armor? Let us know in the comments.
Alright, so time for this week's comments. Mostly their critical appraisal of Johnny's cooking skills in response to his culinary efforts in last week's show, wherein he prepared an authentic Nord dish in the GameSpot mess hall. First in line at the Chiodini Soup Kitchen is Cyberbite727. It's the next big TV show, Skyrim MasterChef, with your host and head chef, Johnny Chiodini. I'll have my dragon steak well done, please. Good idea. So that's Start Select cancelled again. We'll see you never. Also, everyone knows dragon steak is best served medium rare. What are you, an animal?
Meanwhile, the canophobe and all-round protein fan, Starduke, feels like there's something missing from the Nordic delicacy. What that recipe needs is meat. Put that filleted mammoth in it. Yeah, good one, Starduke. We don't have a pot that big.
And having no idea exactly how undelicious the final result was, Nurse Tsunami feels inspired to try the potage le magnifique for themselves. I must try that recipe. Johnny makes it look so easy and delicious. Let us know how you get on. We filed ours under gut-curdling poisons.
Stream of consciousness and smiley enthusiast R6 Ra6 Schnein has to input following the news that Japan's all like, I got to have less veins and madildo bats, as well as Johnny's cooking mastery. Saints Row will be fun. I'm not into this kind of fun games, but this one, if for me, surely. I bought the Skyrim and I'm lost in Skyrim now. I'm starting to forget this world once I had. Ha ha ha. Nice knife, buddy. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ouch, how could you do it with onion? I'm really happy not being there, man. Don't eat it, don't!
And lastly, someone made a comment about some actual news of the real world that is real. The musings of Norman69 on Modern Warfare 3 sales. 6.5 million copies of MW3 sold within the first 24 hours. Those are some insane numbers. Say what you like about the COD series nowadays, it has to be doing something right to shift those numbers. And frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Kotick did have a giant money bin like Scrooge McDuck. I would if I could sell something that well.
There you have it, that's another Super Start Select over, and another still twitching corpse of the working week rolled into the shallow grave of history.
Don't forget, if you want to win a terrifyingly life-sized Dovahkiin statue, send the answers to the 4 Skyrim questions we asked in last week's Start Selects to competitions@gamespot.co.uk. See you next time.